the kind, those are the kind of things that it is always very funny. When they have their own school, those things they could not tolerate them, they will give it back to them, to that schools, and it's like school business is a whole lot, it's a whole lot. But we want you to share with us, because many of us would like to have a school in the nearest future, and we just want to know the do's and the don'ts, and we just want to know what to expect as teachers in the nearest future. Because the truth is, when you get to that table, that is when you know that it is two different things. To be a teacher and to be a school owner is two words, two different things. It's two different things. Please share with us. Thank you very much.
As teachers as aspiring school owners, okay, I think the first thing that should come into place is passion. Passion. That word, passion. Actually, I never knew that people would throw me as I was falling out. It was just coming through my mind. Because ordinarily I should have been here before now. I'm a workaholic. I walk around the globe. Just like what somebody just said now. There are times that we may think that our husbands are not supportive, but we should still have to, we should try as much as possible to make sure that things are intact. It is not and never a very rosy journey. Yes, let me use that word. If the passion is not there, forget about it. And the first thing we should always have at the back of our mind is that there will be challenges. There will be challenges. I actually started running a school by default. It was just by default. My mother, though she's late, she happens to be a teacher. And I think then when I finished my school start, and she also finished from Ijanikin. And she was like, she wanted to obtain a form for me. And I was like, no, I'm not going for teaching. No. I had to report her to my uncle. And they were like, a polytechnic form was obtained for me. I went for my own engine. But I've always been a children teacher in the church. And every weekend, I organize Sundays. I will use my personal money, make some pastries for them, give them drinks, snacks. Any child that doesn't come to church on Sunday, during my high tea days, if I'm going to office, instead of I taking a bike or taking a vehicle, I will decide to trek, just to check on children from house to house. And I'm also a disciplinarian, but with that fact, God still gave me that grace, at least to have an open hand in controlling children. So after the ending, some other things surfaced. Then I think after my HND, I was like, okay, my first degree was in banking and finance. I'm also supposed to be a banker, and it was like, I can't be working in a bank and you to be working in a bank. It's not possible. So when we were in Benin initially, I wasn't working. When we came back to Lagos, I started running a shop. And I could remember then, I started my PGD program. And someone was like, sometimes what do you want again? With all this that you have. I was like, my husband is also, he loves education. And he loves anything, studying, let me use that word. He has a lot of qualifications. So he always wants me to always walk around the clock, acquiring more degrees or one qualifications or the other. So after the PGD, when we relocated to Yanabada, I was like, I love being in children environment. I said I wanted to start a crèche. That was my intention. And when we started, and I remember the very first day we started, it was just like a joke. I started like a free summer coaching. And that very day, I thought it was a joke. It was that morning I went to Yanabada to buy board. My husband just told me, where are you? Come and see the crowd. We have got in this the compound. And last when I came, I was like, immediately after that very day, I quickly rushed. I was looking for teacher, blah 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 blah. I intended starting a crèche. So after the summer, people came. I want to register my child for primary. I said, no, you are starting with a crèche, or we don't want to. There was this particular woman. In fact, she was the last parent that brought children for that summer. After the summer, she just came in on a particular day. She said, my husband said I should come and make part payment. I said, meanwhile, other parents actually showed interest. They were like, they want to be making daily payments. And you will have a 2B, you will rule. Any day my child comes, I will pay. And I was like, I'm not into that. We are just starting for, we are starting credit. Yeah, Joe. So I was like, I told people, I said, no, ma'am, you are doing credit. She said, no, ma'am. It's so much time, you don't know what God has done in life of my children. Just few, I think the children are there for just 2 weeks. That day she made payment of 20,000. I was like, how do I do this? Immediately, my sister-in-law was around and she was about to go back to her place that very day. Immediately I went to Ocean. I went to go and make missionaries. And I remember then, if my husband should send money to me for upkeep, I can use it to buy cement. If he comes, don't you have garri in this house? My children will just be looking, and mommy did not buy garri. If he goes out to go and buy garri, if I say, this garri is too stony, he will say, even if it has stone or it has block, that's how you are going to hit. I will send money for you to do this. You will buy it to make, you say you are buying cement, you are buying God, you are making God glory, you are making this. I can tell you, it has not been rosy, especially with this economy. I have a side hustle, I do with foreign rice, but I tell you it was all in the name of want to go for a facility, no facility. Instead of buying, throwing all the money to a project, let me turn the money over. But with the way the economy is, I can tell you, my teammates are here. At times when some banks start calling me, I don't give a shit. I will patiently take my phone, I will call them. You can't threaten me because I'm paying you. If I'm paying you, I will pay you. The day yes, I tell you, one has called me this morning. I told her, Mr. Cletus, did you force me to make the last month's payment? So please calm down. I have the money to pay, but I told him that I will turn that money over today before I will send the balance. Yes, that's me. I still have to keep moving. I'm the type that if I'm a go-getter, if I start something, I don't always like going back. My husband is not the workaholic type. There was a day, that October 1st, he was still in office. When they came back, he works in the bank. When they came back that very day, I was calling him, say, please, want to talk. He was lying there and said, Mongo. I said, please, sit down. He said, Mongo. In fact, that very night, I felt dejected. I went back to bed and I was crying. But I still have to encourage myself. Yes. I still have to encourage myself. Yes. It is not an easy journey. You just have to be prepared. You have to be all-rounder. My people here knows me. When it comes to preschool, I'm there. When it comes to primary section, I'm there. I will tell them, it may only be in mathematics that will say you will defeat me. But at least I know, before you will defeat me, it will take you a while. If any teacher wants to leave, they know I'm not always known. Honestly, not that it's my joy for teacher to leave, but I still strive to ensure that at least we all strive to balance. But I know that there's a point that you may not really be able to meet up to their expectation. But the passion should be the driving force, because there will be challenges. We are building our college. It's at the stage of being dead now. I can remember we have a parent that happens to be a retired principal. He was like, Mr. Motayo, don't stop that college. It will distract you. Only that the blocks have been making, using cooking to make more blocks. What is why? The day of Ejefumini cement 1 bag. Yeah, the Ejefumini cement 2 bags. In fact, the blocks that we molded built that building to the decking level now. 6 classrooms at the down floor. I will still have extra blocks that can still take you to the first floor. Yes, these blocks have been built for maybe like 4-5 years ago. When block a 9 inches was still being sold maybe 120 naira. That 9 inches is like maybe 1,000 something naira now. If the passion is not there, my brethren, forget it. So passion should be the first step. And the other thing, with God, all things are possible. A colleague was with me yesterday telling me schools in our environment that has folded up, telling me some school that bought the board and they still have this, they have very good. I was like, the textbook I bought for our school inside out, a particular school was sold at Ojota for 5 billion. And in Ojota, I think that I know there is an estate in Ojota. The guy actually mentioned the school that the woman was just tired. Was sold for 5 billion, and I was like, I'm telling you, so God will help us. It involves a lot. Number 1, God. Number 2, let the passion be there. Thank you.
Thank you so much.